Okay, so there's one lesser known secret expense that is costing you hypothetically an infinite amount of money and potential within your business just by not addressing it. What actually is it? I know that it sounds a little bit weird, but I want to talk you through it and actually make sure that it makes sense to you so that you can get some value from the video that we're talking about. The lesser known expense. So by continuing to allow this to fester, to manifest in your business, I can make an argument this is literally costing you an infinite amount of business for every single month into the future that you do not address it. And it is none other than, I'll stand here, opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the one lesser known expense that is costing you an infinite amount of potential in your business. What do I mean by this? So for you to come along and say that you think that you have everything figured out within your business, you think that you have the best leads within your business, that your systems are the best, that, oh, this is just the way that I do things and I'm not open to new ways because everybody else doesn't really understand my business, it doesn't know the best ways to make money for me, so I'm not going to listen to them. Let's say, as it stands, you're making £10,000 a month within your business with that approach. Don't get me wrong, like, fair play, well done. It's a six-figure a year business, and you're going to continue to make that £10,000. Don't get me wrong, maybe it'll fluctuate. You'll do 15 one month, you'll do 7 another. But the point is that like you'll fluctuate in between the 2 points. So if I get rid of opportunity cost and I actually draw that out, you can take, like, let's say this is like 15k per month, and this is like 7k per month. And you'll, fluctuate in between two. And across the middle, you'll get your footer over here. 10k. So that might be what business looks like for yourself at the minute. With your current systems for generating leads, for booking appointments, for sales, for fulfilling for those clients, and actually retaining them over a longer period of time as well. Because the reality is that there's hundreds of other brokers, thousands of other brokers in the market, and at any stage, if another broker makes a more convincing sales pitch or saves somebody more money by going to a lender that you didn't, then all of a sudden you can end up losing said clients. But with those systems, your income and your business will probably look a little bit like this. But the opportunity cost of you not making a change, so let's say all of a sudden you make a change whereby you start generating more leads for your business. Let's say you get all your leads through word of mouth, and now all of a sudden you start investing in some form of paid advertising, for example. You might find that just by having a higher influx of leads, that all of a sudden your earnings actually jump. And your new ceiling becomes 20k per month. And let's say your new floor becomes the 15, for example. And you'll probably fluctuate in between the two. If I pull that up, all of a sudden, your earnings now up like 17.5k per month instead of 10k per month. But the point is that unless you actually say, okay, listen, what could I possibly do? What can I change? What new things can I implement into my business to generate more income? Then you're not going to generate any more income. And the opportunity cost of doing nothing, of playing it safe, of not taking a risk, don't get me wrong, you might think that's not costing you anything because, oh, I'm not invested in new marketing, I'm not invested in new strategies, I'm not risking my current setup, and I'm not risking the capital that I have in my business. I could still make the argument that your opportunity cost is going to be all of this potential earning. Don't get me wrong, once I've done this out to, 20k? Like, you're telling me that there are businesses in the space who are, out here doing 100k? And for them, a bad month might be like 75. If their earnings fluctuate between that, then all of a sudden, their average earnings are like, what is that, 75, 12, 87.5k per month compared to the 10. So the point is that, like, it is possible. Just because you're not doing 87.5k per month as it stands, it doesn't mean that by investing in the right systems, investing in the right knowledge, that you can't go ahead and do it. And whilst it might seem like it's the cheap option, the safe option, the risk-free option, just to stay where you are. It's like staying in the same position is just stagnation. Because if you're not going to continue to progress, well, the world is going to move on without you. So it might seem like it's risk free to stand still, but things change, people change, systems change, the way people do things change. And if you don't change, well, you'll get left behind, despite the fact that it might seem risk free to continue in this state of like homeostasis of maintaining things the way that they are all the time. So if there's anything I can do today that'll help, it's just to encourage you to open your eyes a little bit more to the potential, as well as what it might actually mean for yourself to be staying in the same place. Might seem like it's risk free, but there's so much out there, and the reality is there's probably a part of you that thinks, what if I could take another step with the business about what if I could do better than what I'm already doing? But you're never going to find that out unless you actually give it a go. So give it a go, because it's cool. But anyways, that is a quick rundown of opportunity cost. This has been Evan McCoy. I appreciate you tuning in. If you're looking for a free trial to the CRM and the software that we're using to actually generate these, to automate the bookings, all of that stuff, automate the follow-ups, then you can go ahead, click on the second link in the bio, free trial to the CRM software that we're using. And if you want me to do it for you, yes, I'm going to try and sell you something. Click on the first link in the description, but I do promise it'll be worth your time. Appreciate your time, guys. Take care.